Like, you're telling me that this kid who's not military trained, this guy, first of all, how did he get to the roof? How come nobody was looking? How come nobody was like, there's a direct line of sight between where he's sitting and those roofs? You guys didn't check? You don't have a drone? Like, that's insane.
What if the story the public was given isn't the full story at all? As more claims, leaked receipts, and shocking connections continue to surface online, people are now questioning everything surrounding Charlie Kirk's tragic death. From alleged secret meetings at Fort Huachuca to rumors involving political insiders, pastors, media personalities, and even Joe Rogan, this controversy has exploded into one of the internet's most talked about mysteries.
Apparently, Cabot Phillips is Erica Kirk's ex-boyfriend. And he now is doing TPUSA How to Lead Like Charlie conferences, like at universities. Interesting. And no, they weren't just friends, they were a couple.
Now, before we begin, it's important to remember that many of these claims are based on online speculation, unverified reports, and opinions being shared across social media. But with new details continuing to spread, people are demanding answers like never before. So what really happened behind the scenes? And why are so many names suddenly being connected to this story?
I do think there was something about the Charlie Kirk assassination that everyone just sort of looked up.
They're the people that Charlie Kirk made. The level of disloyalty or fear, I don't know what it is.
Let's break it all down. Day after day, the mystery around Charlie Kirk's sudden death keeps getting darker, and more wild details are starting to come out. Now there's talk that Joe Rogan allegedly knows behind-the-scenes information connected to claims that Erica Kirk was being positioned to take control of Turning Point USA from the very beginning.
And eventually they tell him, oh yeah, we're actually using this random offsite building. We're back together. It's now JTF Southern Border. And that's how he walked in. And at that moment, he was talking to people at the front desk. He saw Brian Harpole walking out of this meeting with somebody. And I'll tell you when we started talking about Mark Amadei, but he initially did not contact me about Mark Amadei or Cabot Phillips. I recognized Erica Kirk on September 8th, leaving the Candlewood Inn Suites on the base. And I recognized Brian Harpole on the 9th, the morning of the 9th. The meeting was concluding at 7:30 a.m.
According to online receipts, Cabot Phillips and Erica Kirk were allegedly seen at a secretive military location in Fort Huachuca the night before Charlie Kirk reportedly died under shocking circumstances. Sources connected to the situation are alleging that this secret meeting was where the final call about Charlie was supposedly made. According to Candace Owens, her whistleblower, Mitch, described as a military veteran and major eyewitness, claims he personally saw Erica Kirk, Cabot Phillips, Brian Harpole, and Congressman Mark Amadei at a military base in Fort Huachuca on September 9th, 2025.
I blew it off until there was some other pictures that came up with other people.
What other people? Other pictures?
If you want me to say, there's a picture of Erica Kirk with a ponytail, and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before, and she was with that man in the lobby, and that man, he was present at that meeting the next morning.
If you had to put it at a percentage that you saw that the girl in the ponytail matches the description of Erica Kirk, what percentage would you put that at?
Those are really rare eyes. That's 95 to 99%. I can't imagine somebody else.
Those claims have sparked major controversy online and pushed even more questions into the spotlight. For people who don't know, Brian Harpole is known as Charlie Kirk's head of security. His job was to make sure every Turning Point event and Charlie's public appearances had heavy protection and strong security coverage. According to alleged receipts being shared online, Harpool would normally contact state security teams weeks ahead of events to arrange both air and ground support, no matter if the crowd was huge or small. That level of preparation was reportedly standard procedure around Charlie's appearances. But critics and online investigators have pointed out something they believe is unusual.
We also know that Charlie was supposed to be in Colorado the next day, right, on September 11th, immediately following UVU. His next event, which was for some reason barely publicized, was to take place at Charis Bible College, September 11th. We broke the story, actually. We also broke the story that a security plan was not put in place for that event, which is remarkable. Harpool did not coordinate with Charis Bible College nor the Woodland Police Department because he was not advised that Charlie would be visiting the school. It was not uncommon for Charlie to visit universities with only Dan Flood. Really? I think they just keep forgetting that, I went on tour with Charlie for 3 years. That's uncommon.
Reports claim there was limited security at Utah Valley University, where Charlie Kirk reportedly died under tragic circumstances. Candace Owens also alleged that Harpool did not set up the normal 2 weeks ahead security planning for Charlie's scheduled event the following day at Charis Bible College in Woodland Park, Colorado, raising even more questions online. So now people online are asking a huge question.
But just know that nothing is by mistake. Nothing. I will never forget the time I was in Israel with my husband. Well, that was the second time, but the first time with my mother on a pilgrimage. And I was standing in the ticket line. And I remember looking behind me, and in the snake of the ticket line was a guy who looked very familiar. I had no idea who he was. And I told my mom, this guy looks so familiar. And as a typical mother, she said, go and say hi. No. We were late for our flight, and I'm not going to come off like a crazy person that's just weird. That ended up being Charlie. Nothing is by coincidence.
Could the small group that allegedly met in Fort Huachuca on the night of September 9th have had advanced knowledge that something tragic was going to happen to Charlie? Some critics are pointing to what they describe as major security gaps. No drone coverage, no rooftop surveillance, no emergency ambulance nearby, and what they claim was a surprisingly small security presence at the event.
When I lived out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
When supporters of this theory connect those claims with what has recently surfaced about Erica Kirk and Cabot Phillips's past, the speculation only gets louder. Some online commentators believe Cabot stepping into more public appearances connected to Charlie's audience has added even more attention to these rumors. Because of that, some people have started pushing the idea that Charlie's death was part of a larger planned operation, while alleging figures like Erica and Cabot were positioned to quickly carry on his influence afterward. It has also been claimed online that Erica Kirk's past relationships do not fully match earlier public statements she reportedly made about not dating for years before meeting Charlie. According to these allegations, Cabot Phillips was allegedly one of the people she had previously been involved with.
We've been together for 2 years, and we met through a family friend.
Should we go through the whole story?
Why don't you tell the story?
Do you want to give the Spark Notes version, or do you want to give...
We'll do the long-form podcast version.
Long-form podcast version. Okay. So you started Turning Point in 2012, right? So Trump's first rally in Arizona was when? And it was
the summer of 15.
Summer of 15.
Erica has reportedly always described meeting Charlie as something completely unexpected. But online sources and rumors claim she may have already been moving in the same political circles long before they officially connected. Some people pointing to photo evidence online allege that Erica attended a Trump rally in Arizona hosted by Tyler Boyer, adding even more attention to claims that their paths may have crossed earlier than publicly believed. Erica reportedly said it was at that event where she first met Tyler Boyer. But online investigators and deep dive commentators claim there are signs suggesting the two may have already known each other before that rally even happened.
Then he met Erica, And that was an easy sell.
That sealed the deal.
That sealed the deal. And that was an easy sell.
I wanted to hire her. I only had one problem. Charlie Kirk wanted to date her. Long story short, I was very worried he was going to scare her off and screw it up. And I was going to lose this incredible prospect.
Some rumors and speculation have even pointed toward connections tied to Romania, which has only added more mystery to the story. Critics also keep bringing up the fact that Erica has reportedly said she cannot clearly remember how she first met Tyler Boyer, the same man who later introduced her to Charlie Kirk. Before that famous interview-turned-proposal moment happened, more online speculation claimed Erica may have already been trying to cross paths with Charlie in a more natural way. But things reportedly were not falling into place the way she hoped. People also keep bringing up the interview where Erica described spotting a strangely familiar-looking man while standing in a long ticket line. And her mother, Lori Franchkvi, encouraged her to walk over and introduce herself.
How does Erica Kirk know Tyler Boyer? She couldn't recall that in person. We can't get an answer. That seems to be something that she doesn't want to answer, right? But Tyler's a very significant person because he introduced her to Charlie. He set that up.
According to the story, that man unexpectedly turned out to be Charlie Kirk, creating a moment that later became heavily talked about online. Sources pushing these claims say the airport meeting was allegedly not random at all. According to online speculation, Erica was supposedly positioned to cross paths with Charlie there, but when things did not happen the way expected, Tyler Boyer reportedly stepped in to help make the connection happen. Some commentators have even claimed that Tyler's involvement may have changed the dynamic between Erica and Cabot Phillips, who were once shown together in now deleted Instagram posts that many people online still talk about. In one photo, often referenced in discussions, Cabot reportedly wrote,
Cabot Phillips finally responds to Candace Owens, and we've got Candace's response back. While his alibis look better than the ones we've seen before, there are still questions, and especially why didn't he text Candace back? First, he said, I was not in Fort Huachuca on 9/8 or 9/9. I've never been. I was home in Nashville both days. On the afternoon on the 8th, I attended an ultrasound with my wife and stopped to get balloons for a gender reveal with our son that evening. It's a boy if anyone was wondering. The following morning, I was at work as usual. Here are photos and surveillance footage below to prove my whereabouts. Go touch some grass, folks. You are being lied to. So he shows surveillance of himself going into work on September 9th at 9:17 a.m. And then here's one of the photos he provided. And on top it says September 8th, 5:57 p.m. And another photo that he provided checking out with stuff for the gender reveal. September 8th, 5:22 p.m. and his location. But some people pointed out the magazines behind him.
Yes, we are that couple that gets painting lessons together, which fueled even more speculation about their past relationship. Cabot Phillips has also reportedly tried to show evidence that he was not at Fort Huachuca on the night of September 9th. According to reports, he shared photos of himself shopping for items connected to his wife's gender reveal celebration. However, critics online argue the photos do not completely settle the questions, claiming that metadata and dates on phone images can sometimes be altered. Some have also pointed to magazine dates visible in the background of the photos, saying the timeline shown there appears inconsistent, adding even more controversy to the situation. What has made the online controversy around Cabot Phillips even more intense?
The Epstein files reveal Ellen DeGeneres as, and I'm quoting this directly from the posts, Hollywood's most prolific cannibal, that she consumed human flesh.
Is that some commentators have tried linking him to high-profile celebrity and political circles that have also been discussed in connection with Jeffrey Epstein rumors and speculation. Critics often point out that Cabot once appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which they used to build broader theories online. However, claims involving alleged Epstein file connections and accusations against public figures remain heavily disputed and unproven. online discussions around these topics have exploded with speculation, but many of the allegations being circulated have not been verified by official sources. Some online critics have also focused attention on a photo Cabot Phillips reportedly posted showing the word pizza tattooed inside his lower lip, alongside the caption, "Good to give yourself a little reminder sometimes." Because of internet conspiracies and controversies tied to that word over the years, the post sparked heavy speculation online, with some people questioning whether the image was meant as a joke, an edited photo, or something more serious.
I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza, and so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer, yes? Harrison?
Cabot has reportedly claimed it was simply Photoshop, but the image continuing to circulate has kept the discussion alive. Beyond that, online commentators have also discussed Cabot Phillips's alleged political and family connections through his father, Tim Phillips, including ties to Cornerstone Chapel, a large church that has faced criticism and controversy from some groups online. Those claims have fueled even more conversations among people already digging into theories surrounding TPUSA and certain religious figures connected to conservative circles. Critics also frequently bring up Pastor Victor Marks, who is reportedly close to Erica and was allegedly among the first people to publicly speak about Charlie Kirk's death before official announcements were widely made. That timing has caused even more speculation across social media, with many people questioning how information about the tragedy spread so quickly behind the scenes. Victor Marks also drew major attention after appearing to begin his move into politics by announcing his gubernatorial campaign plans during events connected to Charlie Kirk's memorial.
Marks is very much a part of the Turning Point faith orbit. He is apparently extraordinarily close to Erica Kirk, right? So much so that he was the first that we could find to publicly announce that Charlie Kirk had passed away on September 10th.
Which many online critics called a highly controversial moment. He later added even more fuel to the conversation during his sit-down interview with Candace Owens, where several of his statements quickly sparked debate and intense reactions across social media. Then there's Pastor Terry Christ, who online commentators have also pulled into the controversy because of his reported close friendship with Brian Houston, the well-known Australian pastor and former Hillsong leader. Houston faced major public scrutiny and legal controversy connected to allegations that he failed to properly address abuse accusations involving his father, which sparked worldwide headlines and intense criticism. In addition, when Erica launched her Make Heaven Crowded tour, she reportedly partnered with Pastor Greg Laurie from Harvest Christian Fellowship. As of early 2026, online discussions and reports have highlighted ongoing lawsuits involving Harvest Christian Fellowship and related allegations connected to abuse claims and overseas church operations. Those allegations remain part of active legal disputes and have drawn major public attention.
And then I contacted Erica through a text and told her. I just told her, nobody's gonna kill you. You're safe, you and the kids. No one's coming after you. They just wanted Charlie.
Supporters of these theories argue that all of these connections and timelines point toward the idea that Charlie Kirk's death was not random, but instead part of something larger that allegedly benefited certain people around him. Online commentators frequently point to individuals who reportedly gained promotions, larger platforms, or public recognition shortly after his passing. Others have accused some figures of using Charlie's image, past content, or legacy to grow their own influence, promote books, or expand personal projects, creating even more backlash and speculation across social media. Some online commentators believe they see those patterns in both Erica Kirk and Cabot Phillips, pointing to their growing visibility and influence after Charlie's passing. Reports and speculation across social media also claim that more information could surface soon.
Pastor Terry Christ has a very interesting background. So he is very good friends with Brian Houston, who was the founder of Hillsong. And like you said, he was very much like he covered up his father's pedophilia for years, and he actually never got charged for it. And so Brian Houston resigned eventually, and then right afterwards, Pastor Terry Christ also resigned from his church that he was leading, but he said it wasn't related. So nothing to see there. And then
with names like Joe Rogan repeatedly being pulled into discussions about what insiders may allegedly know behind the scenes. For now, the internet is still divided, and people everywhere are debating what's fact, what's rumor, and what questions still need answers. Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below, because this story has people talking nonstop. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching.